This is an evaluation that was done at Ferguson's Career Guidance Center. There's about 8 sections of it. The first section is to cover explore industries and careers, and it has the feature that integrates the Indeed.com job search board into it. But you'll see on this guide that there's a replica of the way the home page is laid out. Career Guidance Center has the home page exploring careers and industries, and that's the one that we're opening here. I'm opening it and showing you that on the top bar, explore industries and careers, there's actually more information that can be found quickly. So in this case, it probably would be important to look at take our career assessment. That's probably a first place that students could start, and that opens eventually it opens to the career assessment. So here we are on the career assessment page. It shows you, if you take a look at the text, that there's 180 statements that are answered with dislike, like, or unsure. The student can just begin by clicking on the Begin tab, and that would start the assessment. It's a 6 element. I think it's the Holland scale that's used. That's what known in career circles for testing. This takes a look at how it's built. So first question, build kitchen cabinets. Do you like, unsure, or dislike? Records manager, Illinois. Take a look to see about the jobs in that area. Records and Information Management Specialist is shown. The link to it, and this is actually on Indeed.com. It describes the job, the duties, education, experience. So the second part that I'm looking at is matching educational institutions to the career interests. So this is actually described on Ferguson's as Plan Your Education. We're opening the link, and then we need to go back to Plan Your Education, this section, and there are links, hyperlinks to the section. There's also on the top similar information as far as finding a school and some highlights of college planning. So either going to find a school, and of course then there's college planning, timeline, and some other resources. So either going to the top navigation or in turn the page, you can go to those. For example, a search that we'd want to do to narrow down, we wouldn't use the search box. Instead, we would use the filters that are built into this. We've already selected the institutions. We'd want to go to, perhaps we're interested in Illinois. We're interested in a 2-year school. And we can choose any range of size. We can go from the largest of over 10,000, different ranges, and accreditation, full accreditation, and then determine if anything else. But primarily, we probably want to go with the communications technology as an example, want to go with engineering technology as another example, and maybe aeronautics and aviation. They are specified, the terms of the areas. Some of these are Rock Valley programs, so I'm just choosing those that would be listed in the state of Illinois for Rock Valley, and then other comparable institutions that would have similar programs would be listed as well. If you take a quick look at the next page, we could see that in fact Rock Valley is listed, SAE continues, and then finally Waubonsie would be listed. So the A through W list is shown. The results that are shown, let's use Rock Valley as an example to see what kinds of information are available from this Peterson's, which is providing it. You can take a look, you can go to the website, and that would provide more information, obviously. And then you would actually be able to see the programs that are listed. So that is included in this find a school. So if you go back to this particular page, it does tell us that we're in the school search vocational and technical, and that gets us back to our page. So planning our education starts with finding the right school. If we wanted to go back to the home page to navigate to the three elements that are part of the page, we could click on home, and then we're able to see the hyperlinks to various types of information, including even more resources. So this is the kind of the overview of this section, and interestingly enough, we could see the same thing if we had gone back to some of these pages. It would point us back to this page. So clicking is important to go right into the page. Yes, the search bar is always shown, but the articles and information would be available without searching. You just browse for those. So it's a combination of searching, assuming you know some information, or browsing, because you would be interested in different kinds of information that's there. Well, it also seems important to take a look at some of the video content which is found in the advanced search feature. So there are 220 videos of job and industry profiles, and then another 330 on topics such as interviewing and workplace skills. So taking a look at that, we could go opening up the page again, going back to the website. Here we go, and then we're able to click on advanced search, and then what's brought up is the narrowing the results by record type. So you can click on search after you've highlighted or checked video, and then you have a listing that shows 569 videos. Searching within these is possible. So you could do the advanced search as we did and search just for video. So in the case of looking for an emergency nurse, okay, emergency nurse, question and answers, professional advice, and insight. This gives us some information about an emergency nurse, and it's built right in. There's also a transcript that is shown, so I warn you on the transcript that if there's any other characters that are in this, they're not specified. There's a separate line, but it doesn't specify each and every character. So taking a look, we could play the clip, and you wouldn't hear the sound, but they are described this way. And if we take a look, we would see that it.
My name is Radina Dotson. I work in a local ER, and I'm an emergency room nurse. It is the greatest thing that I've ever done in the field of nursing.
So
I started out in different fields of nursing, and it just wasn't for me. The emergency, it's a fun thing.
Question.
Fun thing.
What does it take to succeed in your profession? And then moving
I think that in order to succeed, because if you don't have the care and compassion, then you can come to work every day. It's two of the main things that will help you to succeed in the career of nursing.
What certifications, continuing education, or training? So each and every video has these questions.
My profession requires me to have a...
this one is a 10-minute video. And so I think that's probably very helpful in terms of answering questions, and each and every video has the same format with the questions on them. It seems to be a very informative, and each person is obviously very genuine. It's not really rehearsed information. They just have the same information for every job field. So going outside of this, we would then move on to other areas. And so as I turn back to the evaluation of the Fergusons, there is also a place in the start your career. So in the job hunting and workplace skills area, you can see that if we open the link, there's various types of information. So this is more of a browsing, but things like ethics and etiquette, I found interesting that ethics and etiquette is really self-knowledge. And so they've identified Carl Rogers and about self-discovery, and then this particular article talks about what personality type are you, and look at the 4 personality inventories types that are involved here, and that could be very important for self-knowledge. They've worked it into ethics and etiquette, but articles like these could be quite valuable. On the bottom of the article, there's a way to cite the article. It gives you the access date. The 2 styles that are available are MLA and the Chicago Manual of Style. So if those are needed for the assignment, they're right there and available right on the website. So taking a look at the evaluation in an overview, I asked several questions. In addition to job descriptions, would your students look at job listings from Indeed.com? They make a big point about having Indeed.com built into the Guidance Center, and I think that is an effective part of the database. The second question is how important it is that Ferguson's Career Guidance Center lets students match educational institutions to career interests. Well, that's a very important way to proceed, and it can actually save a student a lot of frustration if they are able to see the various options in one place, and so that information is helpful. Number 3, comment on the option to register for an account with Ferguson's Career Guidance Center. I think that can be very valuable. A lot of information can be saved, and then students can access that later. It's not absolutely necessary, but it's a good feature. Question number 4, how important is it that Ferguson's Career Guidance Center has a built-in career assessment tool? Rock Valley has Focus 2, and so that could be very redundant, but for students who haven't gone there, and perhaps for some who are not connected to Career Placement Center, this could be very helpful. You can email your results to yourself, and that would be something that could be important. I have another question that or comment on the value of video content in Ferguson's Career Guidance Center. I felt the quality of the video was good. There was consistent questions across the board in terms of each of the career videos. I didn't look at some of the career skills videos, and I thought they were straightforward and short and to the point. In number 6, do topics of articles found in the job hunting and workplace skills seem appropriate to you? I described the ethics and etiquette, and I thought it was a different treatment of it than I might have done myself, but it still brought out some of the areas of self-knowledge that could really lead to a person developing an ethical and characteristic for their caring, team playing employee. Finally, download sample cover letters and resumes is a strength. I think that's fine. There's many different ways, but if they're built in, that's a feature that could be effective for this database. It kind of merges a lot of different facets of careers and job hunting into one. So more of a descriptive evaluation than it is a critical evaluation. I have not seen a database that is quite like this one before. It's a little bit outside of the realm of research that is offered exclusively in databases. So it's an area where the library is very interested in your comment and feedback. So I really appreciate that if you'd reply to the email. You can email me at s.thompson@rockvalleycollege.edu. Give me a call, and my phone number is 815-921-4612. And those ways of communicating back on this database would be very valuable to me. Thank you so much.